Hello everyone, it's Andrea and welcome to this edition of Talks in the Car. There's a song that I taught my students some years ago, and it's a very simple song. And the words say, "What can you give to a king? Give to the one who has everything. What can you give? What gift can we bring? What can you give to a king? What can you give to a king?" And the song goes on to say that God has everything and everything belongs to him. And so as we are going into this day, as you go along your journey, think about what can we actually give to God. God owns everything. God supplies everything. God is in control of everything. So what can we really give to God? And the word talks about we are living sacrifices. And so what does that mean? That means that the only thing that God wants from us, the only thing that God requires from us is us. He wants ourselves. He wants our lives. He wants our service. He wants our attitudes. He wants our limbs. He wants everything about us. And so the only thing that we can actually give to God is to give us and to be in a place where we are willing to serve God in any way that he seems fit. And so on today, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the gifts that you have, the talents that you have, the things that you have not yet dedicated to God. And I want you to take this time to give God what he's given you. If you've ever been to a child dedication, that is the whole point, that God has given us this child, this precious baby, this little person. And now God wants us to give that child back to God. Yes, he's given it to us, and he's given it to us to nurture and to teach and to love and to protect. But God wants us to give that child back to him so that he can use that child as he sees fit. If we remember the story of Hannah, Hannah wanted a child oh so badly. And she told God, "God, if you give me a child, I will give that child back to you." To the point where Hannah literally gave her baby boy back to God to live in the temple, to be of service. And God wants us to do the same thing with our own lives. God wants us to take our lives, the lives that he has given us, the talents that he has given us, the gifts that he has given us, all of those things that he's put inside of it. God wants us to now say, "God, I willingly give what you have already given me, and I give it back to you so that you can do with it as you see fit, as you please." And that is really all God is requiring from us, to give the very thing that he's given us and give it back to him. So the only thing that we can give God is our lives, is ourselves, is our talents, is our gifts. That's the only thing that we can give God, and that's the only thing that he is requiring us. Giving God back to him what he's given us, and that thing is us. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we will see you next time on Talks in the Car.